What is happening, Internet? Welcome back to Kwingsletsplays. How's everybody doing tonight? This is your third stream of the night, and into tomorrow, Friday. It's Ironman 0 from the Fortnite Marvel crossover. And, he actually has a different helmet, but I just wanted to show one of his alternates today. The character is available from the comic book, like collecting all 5 Marvel comics, I believe, like actual physical comics, so you get a code. If you go the digital route, you may not get the code. So, or you can go to your shop, and, oh, whoa, that was interesting. Iron Man was in the shop. There he is. So he goes for about 2,000, I think, for people who have, like, some type of discount with Fortnite, or he'll cost you about 2,500 V-Bucks. And you can see the character here. You get the Ironman 0 suit. You get some type of backpack accessory. You get an Iron Man sword type thing. There it goes. Now it's working. So you get the bladed gauntlet, the repulsor pack, a Stark 7 color scheme. Meow. Zelda, why? And you get a Zero War Frontlines background poster thing. So all this for 2,500, unless you have some type of discount with Fortnite. So there you go. All that stuff's included. We're just going to be playing as Iron Man 0 tonight. So yeah, if you guys want to play along with, feel free to join up, ready up, and please keep the copyrighted music to a minimal if you can. We don't want to have any problems on the stream. Tomorrow's streams are Disney Dreamlight Valley. That is a guarantee. Another episode of the cute little Legend of Zelda Indie Fox game, and Multiverses. So your streams tomorrow are all set, and then you have Ultimate streams on Saturday and Sunday for Mandrakos and Akira, which are running over from September. But anyway, let's dive into our first match of the night. And it should be kind of interesting. At least I think so. So basically, you have Hulkbuster. It's kind of like a Hulkbuster version of Iron Man. So, yeah. Pretty cool. Good times. Iron Man all one word or 2 words? Iron Man is 2 words. Okay. Yeah. Alrighty. So we're just waiting on some stuff. Oh, what does this do? Oh, that brings his thing back up. Okay, so I can switch that on and off. Okay, that's kind of cool. Everybody has the whole Dragon Ball thing. We all have the Dragon Ball thing. So guys, make sure you're ready up. Helps out tremendously. All that fun stuff. Light goal for Iron Man. Hey, how's it going, Ace King? Light goal for Iron Man. Still 150. Pull favorites. Ah. Whoops. Well, I should say favorite Avenger. I messed up because everybody would have chose. You know what? No, I left out Spider-Man for a reason, because all you guys would pick Spider-Man. That's why. That's why. That's why Spider-Man's not in the poll, because we all know what everybody would vote for. Uh-huh. That is on purpose. I did that on purpose. You're welcome, Internet. Because I know. I know. We all know. No Spider-Man. There's a reason. It's not fair to the other Marvel characters. Also, people seem to be confused about what happened during the Multiverses stream. JCat is not banned from the channel. JCat was not removed from membership. JCat is benched for one stream of playing. He can watch streams. I can interact with him. Anything he wants. He just... he can't play with me tomorrow on the Chef... What's its name showcase? Chef Raindog. Because I got a little heated with him. So there was a communication error when he was my teammate, and that's what happened. So I have no problem with JCat. I think he's really cool. I don't know what happened during that match with us, but that's what happened with that. Because some people are like, "Are you mad at JCat?" No, I'm totally cool with him, but I believe it's important to discipline people that fail me. So he given a little discipline, little timeout. I'm taking him off. He's a starter. Think of it like baseball. He was one of my starting pitchers, and he messed up like in the game he played. So he's sitting out a match. He's sitting out a game. Does that make sense? Yeah. That's all that means. I'm just razzing him a little bit. I would do the same. If Amber botched an important match like that, I wouldn't let her play with me either. JCat's usually a really good player. I don't know what happened yesterday. Either he wasn't watching the stream when he was playing, or there was some type of, like, he didn't hear me when I clearly said attack that one player. I don't know how clear I could have been, but it is what it is. So tomorrow is Raindog. Yay, Raindog hype. People are so psyched about Raindog. Are you in a match, Geo? Yeah, Geo's right there. Geo's gonna show up in the car. There's Geo. Hi, Geo. Sorry, it's only a two-seater. Hanging out with Geo right now. So this is what Hulkbuster looks like inside of a car. You want to know what I'm amazed about? How in the world can Hulkbuster actually fit inside said car? I mean, he's a big suit, right? Although technically Iron Man Zero is not Hulkbuster. He's kind of like Hulkbuster. Yep, Raindog Chef tomorrow. Yep. Yep. Oh, that's kind of cool that people were standing on top of that. Oh, my goodness. So anyway, people, the like goal is 150 for... Oh, did I not even put what the like goal is? Oh, I did. Like goal, Iron Man, 150. That's actually hard to see. Don't mind me, I'm just kind of hanging out in the car. Oh, this is fun. Are you guys doing missions or something, or just kind of... Geo's running everybody over. I kind of love it. Whoa! Hey, guys, don't break Geo's car. He went through a lot of trouble to get that car. Probably. Uh-oh. I think our wheels are toast. Aha! Thanks for the assist, guys. That's the enemy! Oh, wait, you all left me behind. You all left me behind! I'm not very good at this game. Ah! Woo! Oops. Apparently I'm not very good driving either. Oh, the tires are messed up. The tires are messed up. That's why this car doesn't steer very well. Wow. Oops. I'm trading up for a truck. Did they do something to the brakes in this? They messed up my brakes. Hey! Bring it! I don't know who that guy was. Yeah, they messed up the brakes, yo. Exit the vehicle, hard brake. Oh my gosh, did I just run somebody over? Oh, snap! Oh, okay, that's what happened. Oh! Jumping Jack got me. Jumping Jack got me. Yes, I know all about the Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds thing. That was very big news almost 2 days ago now. Very excited. Did you guys watch the lip sync video where they basically tell you a lip sync reader YouTuber who his entire thing is he does lip sync reading from baseball, hockey, and football games, and makes YouTube videos with dubs about what the referees and other people are saying. So he made a video talking about... Oh, that's cool. He has a grappling hook. He did a video doing the what he believes Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are saying. And I will warn you, it has a lot of language, but it was pretty funny. Basically, they're just talking about one of their fight scenes that they shot in the movie, and that there's going to be explosions and stuff like that. And, you know, they're making the movie look interesting, even though the movie's only going to be PG-13. So it's going to be another PG-13 Wolverine and Deadpool movie. And, you know, I hope it's really good. I would have liked to see an R-rated movie because, you know, Wolverine and Deadpool together, you would think it would be pretty intense. So it's probably going to be the most intense PG-13 movie we've ever seen. But, you know, with MCU films, you gotta hit that PG-13 thing. So, yeah, it's not a Deadpool movie anymore. It's Deadpool MCU. And this is what I was actually telling people a while ago. I was like, this is what you should probably expect. You know, with the buyout from Fox and Disney thing, is that the Fox movies, you won't be allowed to have an R-rated Deadpool movie anymore. And that's exactly what's happening. So I think that's why Ryan Reynolds was kind of like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to go ahead and... He was very hesitant about it. But, I mean, the fact that Disney got Hugh Jackman back to play Wolverine... That's insane. And one of the coolest things that happened in the lip sync was people were like, well, how are they going to do this compared to what happened in Logan, like the ending of Logan? And Hugh Jackman confirms in the lip sync that he says, I am in my prime in the movie. Like, Ryan and I both are in our prime, like, as our characters. So you're not going to see an old man Wolverine interacting with Deadpool. It's going to be, you know, a Wolverine that is young, but... Hugh Jackman's current age, probably. So, that's cool. I was a little worried, like, maybe Hugh Jackman wouldn't, he'd be a little bit older or something like that, meaning Deadpool, but they're going to try to make him in his prime. So that's good. The funny thing is, I don't think that Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds realized that they gave some spoilers away for their movie. Because they literally had loud music playing over the two of them from the It was an 80s song that was used in Zoolander. So they thought the music was really loud that you couldn't hear what they were saying, but I don't think they were counting on lip sync reader people to make videos about what they were saying. So, I'm pretty hyped about it. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, I don't know what just happened to me, but I got hit by a car, I think. Hi, Geo. I got hit by a car, yo. Woohoo! I died! Luke is not PG-13? I mean, it depends. It depends, Leroy, on my day. I wouldn't say I'm R, but maybe I'm pretty intense. I mean, obviously, I have to be a troublemaker, because I got death threats for my Tim Drake review on Robin #1. I was like, wow. I was thinking, oh my gosh, what if I actually ranted in that review? Like, I mean, I think I was a lot madder and rantier during the Nightwing DLC debacle for Arkham Knight, as well as in the comics when they made Tim Drake a duck. I was pretty upset about that. I think I was pretty... This review, I made fun of the book, yeah, but I don't think I went out and said anything overly offensive, unless these people are just, like, super pansies. So it was kind of fun. I got nasty messages, DMs on Twitter, and I got, like, held for review comments on my YouTube channel that I had to erase. It was like, wow, that's some pretty spicy stuff. I'm apparently anti-this, anti-that, and I'm like, okay. I didn't even say that in my review, but sure, assume whatever you want. It's like, your book still sucks, cry more. It does. It's the worst Robin book I've ever read. I was like, oh my god. What is this travesty? But I was pretty tame. I hardly talked about the book at all. I talked about what made Chuck Dixon's run so great. I only put a little bit of shade on why the book was terrible. I didn't even give the book the benefit, or like, I didn't really give the book most of my attention when I was discussing the book. I was talking about why Tim Drake was a cool character before his relaunch, and why the character sucks now. That was about it. It was super tame. My follow-up video is going to be Scorched Earth, probably, based on these losers, but I haven't decided if I'm doing that or not. I'm doing one or two things. Either this weekend I'm making a follow-up video telling you how bad the comic was, because I left out some parts that were spoilers, like Stephanie, like Tim saying that he always settled for Stephanie, and that, you know, he's kind of an idiot in the book, meaning he needs to have other people help him solve clues and puzzles, because he's a moron. Let's see, what else was the other video that I wanted to do was my ideas for DLC for Gotham Knights. Wanted to make a Gotham Knights video talking about either costume DLC I would like to see, or like story-based DLC. So it's gonna be one of those. Alrighty. So that's a win for us. Woot woot. Yay, we did it. Good job, everybody. Yeah. Apparently I'm anti this and that. I don't know. I mean, I've never actually come out and said things, so that's always funny that people assume things. But whatever.
People do that to me, they say I hate women.
Yep. Alright, so let's go with Iron Man, this one. Oh, you have different visors? Oh! You have different visors! Well, how do we label these? Visor 1? Visor 2? Visor 3? I guess we'll do this one. I don't know. What is this outfit called? Silver Iron Man? It says color 7. Is 7 even a color?
I wrote a long message. message and it just for.
Oh, you're talking that Deadpool 3 is not going to be PG-13? I thought they confirmed that. Didn't they confirm that today or something?
How could it be rated R if it's made by Disney?
Disney has strict rules for the MCU.
They can't possibly release it. Oh, it is.
So this is Ironman 7? 7 armor?
Sorry, everyone will message in Discord about the ultimate thing.
Deadpool 3 is rated R? Are you sure? I hope so. People on Twitter were complaining that it was rated PG-13 or something today. From what I saw. And I was like, oh, that sucks. They did confirm it. I mean, I'd be happy if it's rated R, don't get me wrong. You can't put Wolverine and Deadpool in a movie together and expect, you know, hugs and kisses and wine and roses. When those guys are going to fight, it's going to be nasty. You know? WB has some pretty strict rules for stuff. Yeah. Why can't I ready up? Oh, it's waiting for me to ready up. So I guess I didn't even realize that Iron Man had so many different visors. That's kind of cool. Now I'm big visor man. That is a cool emote you got there. Actually, what's going on with the emotes? Are there any new emotes to look at? I don't have much money, like, in game. So they brought Ninja back. I don't know who this guy is. Some other YouTuber, probably, or streamer guy. I don't know. You got a Step It Up. Ooh, an Irish dance! Oh my gosh, yes. I'm pulling the trigger on this. Oh my gosh. Irish step dancing. I used to be able to do that. A little bit. Not very well, though. It was the whole river dance craze. It was like, hey, I want to take an Irish step class, maybe. So yeah, mostly YouTubers are back. So this is a YouTuber guy. It's Laser Beam. I don't know who this guy is. I'm assuming he's a YouTuber or Twitch person. That guy's a YouTuber slash Twitch person. Twitch person. Probably. Ninja. I don't know where he is these days. He's either still at Twitch or he's on YouTube now. This is probably a YouTuber or streamer. And, of course, Iron Man. I want the Irish step dancing. Where is it? I'm going to step it up. Yeah! Oh, Bigora. Info about... No, I don't want to cancel purchase. I said equip it. I never said to cancel the purchase, you loons. I said I wanted to step it up. Yeah! That's pretty cool. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that a lot. Dun, 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 dun. Oh my gosh. You're an OG subscriber? Nice. How did you find the channel originally? What series? Arkham games or back when I did reviews? If I see your phrase say hot dog, why? Is it like a gotcha thing or you just acknowledge that I read your comment? Oh, the gaming reviews? Oh my gosh, that was a long time ago. That was a lifetime ago. If you want every skin in Fortnite, it'll cost you almost $2 million. I bet. I would believe it. That's how they get you. Oh yeah, the game's free to play. But by the way, if you want really cool characters, it's going to cost you an arm and a leg. Iron Man was like 20 bucks, I think. 4? 10. 10. Oh, I see what they're doing. What review made you subscribe? Step it up. Emote. 5 minutes. 30. Ironman 7. They need to make a Hulkbuster glider? Yeah, totes agree. Are we, like, stuck in... What are we waiting for? Waiting for another... Oh! Oh, we need... Somebody's not... 2 people aren't ready. Okay, guys, you need to ready up or we're gonna start yeeting people. No, let's see. Not ready. You. Pink-haired girl. Whoever. Ready up or you're out. And that's it. So we just got one person. You got 30 seconds. And then you get the bye-bye. You got the little Pac-Man music to express urgency. I found you because I was looking for reviews on one of the Arkham games and discovered Lego Batman 3. Did I do a Lego Batman 3 review? I remember doing a Lego Batman 2 review. I never did an Arkham review either because my reasoning for never doing an Arkham review is because I did extensive walkthroughs. Alright, time's up. No, I can't kick them. Why? Yeah, I can. Bye-bye now. Okay, everybody else ready up again. Let's go. The reason why I never did an Arkham review is because I did walkthrough, I did lore videos. I covered the game extensively for like 4 years. Every Arkham game that came out, I covered it like long term. And then I figured what else could I say about the game that I didn't go over when I did one of my walkthroughs or live streams? Because I always had so many good things to talk about and all the nuances and development stuff. It just didn't feel like really to be worth it to put together a video that would take me 70 hours or more. And now with the way YouTube is, it's not worth it for me to do reviews at all because I did a guide for that new Disney game. It took me, oh my gosh, I think it took me like 4 hours to put it together. It was a 6-minute video. Got like 1,000 views. And I was like, I thought it was gonna be easy views, and it's like, nope. So I mean, yeah, it wasn't worth it. Nice Wolverine claws there, Geo. I didn't even know you could do that. Who are we waiting on? What's going on? Who's the one not ready? Alright, this dude playing, Ninja. I look like Iron Patriot? A little bit. Dude not playing, the guy playing, what's his face? Ready up. Or you will be kicked as well. You always overwrite things, sweetie.
I don't know what to say because people keep asking me all these questions during my stream. It's like I don't really know how to
Ninja player, ready up.
I can't being mean. I'm so tired.
I know. Can you give Zelda her medicine?
I want to go to sleep and then
It's time for Zelda to have her medicine. Oh, okay, you did it. All right, so we're all ready to go. So, Fortnite, whenever you're ready to bring my team out, we're all good. We're ready to go. We are ready. Ready, willing, and able. Now would be good.
I don't think I can do a stream on Sunday because I'm exhausted.
Mm-hmm. Let's do this. Come on. Now we're just waiting on Fortnite. Alright, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go, finally.
Jay could write something
30, 20.
in Discord about the
Shh. What is this? This is waiting to play. Okay. Oh. No, you. Oh. No, sweetie. Hello, other Iron Man. What's this? Okay, that's cool. I'll take care of it from now on. Oh, we had, you watched us play stuff when we did Disney Infinity too? Yep, we hear that a lot. Sweetheart, has Zelda already gotten her medicine for the night? Oh, right. I'm sorry. Oop. Now I got my car. Flying car. What else? And you would play as symbiote Spider-Man. Oh, so you're talking about you watched the Disney Infinity Versus stuff. Yeah. I know you are, Amber. I said I'll take care of it from now. I'll do my way. Blunt. I shot a chicken. That was amazing. Ah! Get the chicken! I'm gonna go back doing my Irish step dancing. Yeah! Dun, da 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 da. Yeah. And back to that other person's comment. Da 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 da. Yeah, but anyway, I want to know, how in the world did you find us tonight? You found us because we're live streaming, or what? Like, it just randomly popped into your search engine? Or your recommended? Like, what's going on? We don't normally get new people. We have, only returning viewers can really see this channel. Yeah, I know. Sometimes we get, like, one new person to stream. Shadow banned. How are you gonna get new people in when you're shadow banned? It's impossible. Did she eat it? I don't think you did anything wrong. You got a surprise for me, Fernando? What? You know I don't like surprises, buddy. You're gonna be hanging out on a lot of my late night streams because you're at work late? Is that the surprise? How do you not get caught, though, dude? Like, I've seen you on 4 a.m. streams. It's like, I'm picturing kind of like the Homer Simpson type job that you said, like... except, you know, it's not a nuclear power plant. But you're in charge of, like, all these monitors and stuff like that. And I just picture Homer on his phone. And then, like, maybe when you have, like, the big corridor where you work, you hear people coming after you and you put your phone away. Because they can't tell you're on your phone or something.
Am I allowed to say something?
Yeah, you say whatever you want.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Alright, may I just say something? Alright, if somebody gives me an idea that they plan to be an ultimate, and I write that name down of their stream they're planning, but then I don't see them renew and I have no verification they're an ultimate, then I can't, and they never give me a date for when they wanted to be an ultimate. Like, I can't, if nobody contacts me and says what date they want, I can't even check to see if they're an ultimate. And then like a month and a half later, I'm told I never did their stream when I wasn't even aware that they renewed or that they wanted to have a stream. Well, then my blood pressure goes up.
Yeah,
Okay?
two people have been giving Amber a hard time.
So please don't tell me like I missed your stream a month and a half ago. Just when you become an ultimate, please, like, tell us when you want your ultimate. That way we won't miss it if you actually tell us what date you want it. Because we miss a lot of people that do tell us the date and are ultimate.
Oh!
But it's very stressful, like, you know, being told I missed your ultimate in front of like tons of people that are watching. You know, if there was a huge problem, like if I really forgot your ultimate, like maybe it would be better, like, you know, usually we have had people that have said, you said my ultimate was today, and then we literally change the stream and we make sure oh, I forgot your ultimate was tonight. We do change it that day.
Yep,
But
we did it for our
telling me
cereal.
a month and a half later, like you missed it on a random stream, like please don't do that, because that's very stressful for me. Like I have high blood pressure. Please don't.
I know.
Like just tell us like on the month that your ultimate is when you want the date,
Here.
and then we won't like have a problem, and
Okay.
then I won't be stressed.
All right. You already
That's all I have
explained
to
it.
say.
Yeah, and it's only two people that are
only-
over pestering Amber. I stood up and gave you a hug.
I don't know that.
It just happened like 30 seconds
I
ago.
missed my ultimate hug.
It wasn't an ultimate hug, it was just a basic hug. I plan on coming upstairs like around like 2 or 3 in the morning tonight. I don't plan on being up all night. I don't need to be. Yeah. I'm just because I already know what my streams are for tomorrow. I just have to. Wally sent us a new short, so I'm gonna set that short up. I was really hoping the Spider-Man short would have done better because it was actually really funny. Ah, so frustrating. It was a good short.
Like, if I see the person's name pop up and I see your name,
I'm still talking about it.
then I can definitely schedule it. But if I don't see your name, I can shadow schedule you, but unless I actually see it renewed, I can't schedule unless it's renewed.
Alright, because people probably don't know what Amber's talking about. 2 people said that they were ultimates. There's no actual
I have
clear
no evidence that
evidence
they were or not.
that they ever were.
Like,
I have asked one person, I'm not going to say who it is because I'm not going to shame people, but I said, if you were an ultimate on Patreon, you have our email through Patreon. Just email me. I asked them for 2 weeks to email me. They never did. So it looked like they weren't actually on. Oh my gosh! Fernando! Jeez. What? Fernando upgrade. No, 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 no. That does not mean what I think it means. No, no, no. You are not. You are not doing what I think you're doing. You are not. You are not. Fernando, what are you making me play?
thank you, Fernando, for becoming an ultimate.
Fernando, what are you making me play, dude?
I see you. It says ultimate member.
Yes,
I'm
yeah,
seeing it.
yeah. Oh, no.
I can see it. It
Luke,
says it.
you don't have to play Resident Evil 4. Oh, okay. That's good, because, you know, Halloween is freaky stuff. That's good.
Alright, thank you for becoming an ultimate. Fernando, you're breathtaking. Thank you so much.
Kind of need a break from zombies. That's good. Zombie breaks are good. I'm all for that. What are you doing instead? What are you doing? Something nice? Maybe a cool adventure game? You know? Like maybe more Assassin's Creed? Huh? Maybe? Better news! Luke and Amber, if she can handle jump scares, get to play Five Nights at Freddy's.
I wish I had just gone to sleep 10 minutes
Fine, but I don't think Amber will be awake for it. Also, she'll never sleep again. I can take it. I can take it, Fernando. Maybe. Probably not.
Oh, I have to refer to my agent if I'm allowed to be scared.
Oh my gosh. Isn't that game rated M? What is that game rated?
I'm pretty sure.
It's not rated T.
It's jump scares for children, I think.
Is it jump scares for children, or is it an M-rated game? Oh, it's rated T. Yep, you'll be up for it. If I suffer, you suffer. That's an 8 o'clock stream. Ooh.
Thank you, Fernando.
When do you want it, Fernando? Or you're gonna update the Ultimate tab? Five Nights at Freddy's, my gosh. Oh, no. Oh, Zelda.
In people's defense, we were not able to see the Ultimate tab this month very well, this last
September, yeah.
For September, so if you guys did say the date and stuff, and I didn't see it, I do apologize.
Yeah, I actually can't even access the original September Ultimate tab. It's gone. I had to make a new one, and even that got kind of buggy, so... it's PG-13. Yeah, Amber will be on it, so you get to hear Amber and me scream. Hooray! Oh my gosh. Fernando changing the entire... I was talking about something important, and then Fernando drops the ultimate bomb.
You were talking about how did people find your channel?
No, that wasn't it. I was going over something, but I completely forgot. Now I'm just playing Splatoon. Fernando made my ADD go into overdrive. Zelda is a spoiled cat, but she's a sweet cat. Oh, wow. There you go. Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah. I'm a Splatoon character! I was a Splatoon character. I used to be an adventurer, like... I mean, how I deal with stress is I watch something funny.
Yeah, but you don't even... I have to...
Hmm?
You don't even look at the chat.
I glance at the chat.
I try to glance at it, but it's really stressful when someone's trying to get a hold of me and I say 5 times, I can't deal with it right now. And then, there's 25 more comments still trying to talk to me.
Oh, 1 second, sweetheart.
It's very stressful for me.
I work Halloween overnight, so can we make it for the 31st? 31st. Is that Halloween or is that the day after Halloween? Is that Halloween? What day is Halloween? Is Halloween the 30th or 31st?
I don't know when Halloween is.
I mean, what we could do is we can do our normal...
I mean, why don't you look it up?
Can anybody... is 31st the Halloween or is it the 30th?
I can't believe you always ask people.
Okay, Halloween is the 31st. Okay, so then what we'll do is... We'll do this, Fernando. He says I work overnight. So, let's do... at 5 o'clock, we'll start our Halloween jamboree. And then, after the jamboree is over, like 3-hour stream thing, then we'll do Five Nights at Freddy's, to end the night, and then it'll be bad. So,
You're gonna do your jamboree.
I'm gonna start my Halloween thing.
What day of the week is it?
I don't know what day the 31st is. I do it every year.
But no one will be around at 5. People will be in school.
No, it'll go till 5. From 5 until...
May I please have your phone? You could easily look this information up.
I mean, probably...
Wow, this is why I'm stressed. You don't even... You ask people things.
I'm not asking people anything. I'm saying what I'm planning on doing. I always do it.
How do you plan it without even knowing what day of the week it is?
I mean, I always stream starting at like 5:30 something.
Oh? You always stream at 8 o'clock. You've never streamed at 5:30 for your Halloween stream since the beginning of time. Ever.
Okay. I'm pretty sure I have, though.
No. And by the way,
Halloween is Monday this year.
Yeah, people will be in school.
Nobody's at school at 5 o'clock. And it would be, so they would miss, like, the beginning. So, like, there we go. And then I would go for about 3 hours. I wouldn't do 3 streams that night. I would do 2 streams. Halloween Jamboree, and then 5 Nights at Freddy's as the ultimate. That's what it would be. And I have no idea what games I'm going to stream on Halloween yet, but... What?
You're the one who said for everyone to contact you on Discord about the ultimate stuff. And I don't even take messages on Discord.
Alright, well, I'm sorry if I did something. I don't remember. I even told...
You said, why are you stressed out? I said,
Okay.
because everyone's contacting you because you told them to.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not saying for you to be sorry. I'm just...
Okay, I don't understand what you want me to say, honey. Okay, so we're gonna change this to the weird smiley face. Gonna go back to... Whoops. Not that one. This armor again. With a different faceplate. We'll call this faceplate visor number 2. Visor number 2. Yep. Who won? I don't know. I wasn't even paying attention. Somebody won. Somebody won. I don't know if it was our team or not. I don't think so. Visor 2. I know, Amber. You didn't do anything wrong. Guys and gals, ready up. If you want to play, ready up. No, I don't even have my Halloween stream planned out yet. I'm gonna do the Halloween Jamboree like I always do. Maybe starting a little bit earlier, and then end the night with Fernando's thing. Oh, it's on the Nintendo Switch? Okay. Someone is not ready. Everybody's ready. Just waiting on people to start. Oh, wow, you were able to, because you work so much, Fernando? Well, thank you so much, buddy. We really need the help, so I really appreciate that, man. Would you like to record more tomorrow, honey? Well, you can't record on Saturday, so are you okay doing Friday, or you can't? You want to do Sunday? You can't record Saturday. Why can't you record on Sunday? Okay. Alright, then we'll record tomorrow. That's fine. 8 o'clock. Sound good? Amber, you didn't do anything wrong, honey. So 8 o'clock in the morning, okay? Write that down on your phone. Ambi, I do like you, honey. You're just, you know, it's time for bedtime. I know, time to sleep. Oh, that's weird looking. Uh-huh. I don't think you were. I don't know where you made a comment. I can rewrite the thing later. I'll check the Discord after. I don't have time to do that right now. Night, sweetheart. Yup. Are you taking your stuff now, sweetie? Good. Did they make the car slower? No, the car's fine. Woo! We got a boost! There we go. That's more like it. That's how that's supposed to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's going on? Hey, hey, hey. He was messing up my drive, yo. Messing up my drive, man. Dang it. My car's out of gas now. Okay, baby. Thank you. You didn't do anything wrong, Ams. See you later. Okay, I got. You did good, Ambi. See you tomorrow. Oh, that did not go the way I wanted it to. That did not go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No! No! You fools! Yeah, your car is definitely doing better than mine. Wow, seriously? You're shooting at the other guy? Okay, alright. Well, I mean, if you want to do that. If you think that'd be a good idea. Shooting at your own teammate. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're in the silver area, huh? The silver zone. Unfortunately, we're out of gas. But we made it to our destination. Probably. So how do I become silver goop again? Just dive in the water? No? Oh, I have to touch the silver tree, right? And then I can go all Splatoon? No? I thought that would make me all Splatoon-like. Yeah! There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, yeah, I was asking, before Fernando upgraded and some other stuff, my question for you guys and gals was, especially the new people, how did you find us today? Because it's very, very difficult to find the channel unless you are a returning viewer who knows our schedule and is a member of our newsletter, all that stuff. We are a secret to everyone. Channel trapped in time. More or less. It feels like the channel's standing still, like a lot of the time. So it's you know, kind of interesting. Whoop. Five Nights at Freddy's. You're welcome. I made you silver. Thank you, Ice King. I appreciate that. I enjoyed being silver. That was pretty cool. Ah, that's how you do silver. You beat up trees and stuff. There's like 10 Five Nights at Friday games. Yeah, I'm doing Silver Surfer, yeah. I'm doing the first one for Fernando. So actually, I'm gonna have a pretty long Halloween day, actually, because the night before, on the 29th, or 30th, either the 29th or the 30th, I'm doing Trayvon's Ghostbuster Spider level, the level I hate. And then I have a little bit of a reprieve. And then the next day I start my Halloween streams, which I'm still gonna have to figure out, you know, what I'm doing for the Halloween thingy. I don't know. I don't even know what games are coming out that are very Halloween-y. I'll figure some stuff out. I also want to do a farewell stream to Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, which is dead. Say adios. That game was a lot of fun. Hello there. I am Goopy Goop. Goopy Goop Goop. Ah! Hello there. Well, that's one way to get away from that. RIP Battle for the Grid, yep. More or less. Luke doesn't like the Nightwing Fortnite glider. It's not from the trees. If you find this item called Chrome Splash, you can... Oh, okay. Rediscovered by trying to find the channel I used to watch Lego Batman. Rediscovered by trying to find the channel. Oh, so you typed our name. Your intentions are mostly pure, says Fernando. Could we possibly get face cam? Or would that be too hard to set up? I can try, man. It might jam up the stream, though. That's up to you. It's likely it'll jam up the stream. Unless... No, there is no way to put it. Unless there was a way to stream... No, I don't have technology that could do that. I was thinking there would be technology where you could have the webcam built into another computer and somehow have that appear on the streaming service so it doesn't eat up, whatchamacallit. I don't know how to do that, though. I'd have to look into it, because it's possible it could jam up. Because our stream equipment is heavily dated. Like, I don't even know right now why I dropped frames. I dropped a few frames right now. If I had a webcam, I'd be crashing frames like crazy. Probably because of the storm in Florida or something like that is impacting the ISP or something. I don't know. I don't know. I'm such a bad shot. Aye! Woo! Oh! Well, that didn't work. That wouldn't... That was terrible. I subscribed to you guys. Oh, I know that, Geo. So I first found you guys when you were doing Dragon Ball Fighters. That's fine. We don't need the face cam. We'll just hear your screams. Haha. Superboy might be coming to Gotham Knights. I don't think he's in Gotham Knights. I think he's an Easter egg. You're talking about the picture they have of Tim and Connor? It wouldn't make sense to have Connor appear. Because he has superpowers and stuff. That would defeat the whole purpose of Gotham Knights. But I think it'd be cool to have him have a cameo in it or something. But so far, they just show a picture of him. Yeah, they have a picture of Connor and Tim hanging out. There might even be other Young Justice characters in the thumbnail. I don't know. Yo, Joe! Oh, never mind. Hi, our cereal. How's it going? Luke, have you used OBS for a PC before? I found it fairly easy to set up my camera for school when I had Zoom. If you have it, the PS5 camera can be used for streams directly from the PlayStation. It can... Wait, I can use a webcam on my PlayStation? I killed Goku! Oh, never mind. Yeah, I mean, if there was a way to have it, like, appear through my gaming system in general, then yeah, I would probably use webcam more. But having it go through my computer, it eats up the, what do you call it? Because I use a laptop for streaming. Like, we use a, an Omen, whatever it's called. One of the latest Omens. And, it's a good laptop. We have it, what do you call it? It's lined into the, to the modem. It doesn't run hot or anything like that, usually. Let's see. What are the specs for this thing that it's doing right now? But even Open Broadcast, or not Open Broadcaster, even Streamlabs right now is making some things, like the GPU is running a little hot. GPU is at 58%. And the, what is the other thing? The GPU 3D is high, too. I don't even know why that's on. But it says Streamlabs is using, like, a couple different aspects of this. So, but my CPU right now, while I'm running this, my CPU is only at 22%. My memory is at like 15. My my disk is at 1%, and my network is at 1%. So I'm pushing the stream quality is being pushed through my GPU, my graphics stuff. It's not really impact, like, all my other stuff is running fine, and I still end up dropping frames sometimes on Streamlabs. But OBS, or not OBS, XSplit was really bad when I was trying to stream on Twitch, like, I think it was a week ago. And it just kept crashing over and over and over again. There was no problem with my ISP, there was no problem with my computer, it just, Sons of Gaming was there and a few other people. I was trying to stream Disney early in the morning for something. I don't even remember what it was for. I think I was grinding or doing farm stuff or something, and it just would not cooperate. It was super annoying. Alright, let's do Visor number 3. Visor 3! And for Visor 3, let's go with the silver look again. Silver. There we go. Visor 3 and silver. How are you going to do? How do I feel about Friday? Five Nights at Fridays? I don't like jump scare games. So I'm especially the fact that it's on Halloween, kind of terrifying. What Bat Family characters do I want to see in Gotham Knights? Batman, Spoiler, Luke Fox, Cass, Signal, maybe Kate. But I mean, I don't want to get into it. But they already said Spoiler's not in the game. They took her out of it. She was originally planned for the game, but they took her out. And they probably replaced her with Bernard. And Bernard's not even a superhero, so... Spoiler was planned before, you know, some changes were done to Tim Drake last year. At the end of the year, mind you. So it's possible because of some of the changes that happened with Tim that they had to change some of the dialogue. But it's just speculation, there's no proof. So I don't have any proof because I don't have the game. I can't tell you. It's just rumors and speculation. The only thing that we have concrete is the developers were talking about how bold the change was for Tim Drake and how it wouldn't make sense to have Stephanie in the game. So Stephanie wasn't in it, and one other character they said they confirmed was not in it in a big role. But they're aware that people want DLC for certain Bat Family characters, but I would still want Spoiler. I think Spoiler would work really well in Gotham Knights. So, would you like to see the Grey Ghost in Gotham Knights as DLC? Heck yes. But it would feel weird, though. Who would you get? Oh, I had an idea. Adam West is gone. What if you had the Grey Ghost voiced by Kevin Conroy? You have the Grey Ghost voiced by either Kevin Conroy or Mark Hamill, as like a nice tribute to both Adam West and the animated series universe. I think that'd be kind of cool. It would be the second person to play the Grey Ghost. The first one was Adam West. Maybe they don't want people to play Grey Ghost anymore. I don't know. There's definitely an Easter egg for the Grey Ghost in Gotham Knights, though. There's a couple of them. Great minds think alike, Luke. Yeah, I know. He'd need a tech expert to help him for several hours to figure out, but every time we change the settings, it gets messed up. Yeah, that's true. I used to have a tech expert. I can't afford them anymore. K-Wings, can you play the TMNT movie video game? TMNT video movie game. Which one? I want to see Grey Ghost. Yes. Later, Max. We got a skin for Babs that looks like Cass. That's true. That's true. Who is my favorite MCU character? Ooh. Wolverine. I can say that now. My favorite MCU character is Wolverine. Even though I haven't seen him yet, he's my favorite. That's funny. There you go. I can literally say that now. They made a game based on the 2007 movie. Did I not do that game? Did I not do it? Oh, I didn't get to do my Irish step dance. How about Michael Keaton as the Grey Ghost? You really think that Michael Keaton is going to show up and do the voice in the video game? I don't even think... If Warner Brothers really allowed that fan game that released like several years ago, does everybody remember that awesome Michael Keaton game that used the Arkham engine in Unreal 4 or whatever? Like, they recreated the 89 Batman universe, the Batcave, Michael Keaton, Joker, and all this other stuff using some of the code from Arkham Knight. And it was amazing, and I think Warner Brothers killed it. But even back then, if they would have released that game, and Warner Brothers like would have dumped tons of money for that project, you know, which was rumored for around the 30th anniversary of Batman, is when they planned on releasing that game, but then Warner Brothers killed it. I know about it because I was actually talking to the people creating the game. I found out about it. I was like, holy crap. I wanted to make sure YouTubers didn't talk about the game a lot, though, because I was looking forward for it releasing once they were done making it, because then I was going to cover it extensively during the 30th anniversary of the 89 Batman, you know, movie. And Warner Brothers, when more people were making videos on it and stuff like that, Warner Brothers got in touch with the people making the fan game, and they killed it. I don't know if the people are still working on it, like, undercover or whatever, but it would have been really cool. They were using sound clips for Michael Keaton, but I don't think Keaton would ever reprise his role for a video game. He is going to be in the Flash movie, and then I guess we'll find out what happens to Keaton afterwards, but I don't think he's staying around. I want him to come back and do a proper Batman Beyond movie. I think Keaton's the perfect age for it. He's like a 70-something-year-old Batman. And he's in great shape, so they could just use makeup and make him a little bit older. They could make him in his 90s or something. And then have the movie take place when Keaton's Batman would be like 90, so have it take place in 2040? Or 2030s, maybe? 2030s or 2040s? Would be interesting. Oh, wait, would he be alive in 2040? See, in the 2020s, Keaton turned 70. So in the 2030s, he would be 80. 2050, he would be 90. Yeah, they could pull off a 2040. 2040, 2030. Maybe. I can't wait to play Gotham Knights. Yep. I would love to see another Keaton movie, yeah. Thanks for nothing, Warner Brothers. I know, right? Yeah. I was really bummed, though. I'm still, actually, I think I have that guy's information on Facebook. It was a really cool idea. I was always praising, they had, like, a forum where they all used to talk. I used to, like, lurk in their forum. It was so cool to see all the stuff they had, like, ideas for the game and stuff like that. What's sad, though, is maybe if we had, like, David Zaslav back then, you know, maybe he would have, like, thrown a lot of money toward them, and Warner Brothers would have actually properly released it or something like that. Who knows? But Warner Media had a lot of problems with fan-oriented things, and even canceling projects that people came up with that worked in-house, like the Superman games and things like that. There were a couple Superman games that got scrapped over the past, I would say, like 5-6 years. We had 3 Batman games canceled. And then we had 1 Batman game that's going to release that's not even really a Batman game. It's a Bat Family game without Batman. Ah, keep the wolf away from me. Can I make it to that ship? I want to be on the ship. Cool! I'm on the ship. I'm on the ship. Oh, no. Hee-hee! Hi there. What is this? Oh, it's just a pretend cannon. I'm all gooey. Oh, there's more stuff to explore? Whoa! Oh, there's nothing really up here. Man. I still think that they should... Because I'm, you know, I think fans would love it. I think they really should make a 89 Batman game in the style of Arkham. Just redo the, or, yeah, kind of redo or, like, at least showcase Batman and Batman Returns. And maybe elements of the Flash movie, who knows? They'd never do that, though. They would never do that. Huh? Thank you, Jacob. New Splatoon update is available. Thank you, Jacob. Leroy is One Piece real? No. One Piece is an anime. A very long anime about pirates. Heading toward the Grand Line. Trying to get the treasure that was left in One Piece. If I remember correctly. How would he fire the CEO of YouTube, though? What I want to know is... Ah! Grand Line? I think that was what it's called. One Piece is basically Pirates of the Caribbean. Hey, K-Wing, if you could cast a TMNT movie without using any previous Turtle actors, who would they be? If I could cast a... without using the actors? They passed the Grand Line. Oh, there... oh, okay. I don't know actors. And also, the turtles need to have good voices to be Ninja Turtles. I don't want to get like somebody like Seth Rogen to play a Ninja Turtle. That'd be weird. Fusion. Okay, that happened. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't know who would make a good Ninja Turtle. I mean, honestly, I would get back the... I know you said I couldn't do this, but if I had my way with a Ninja Turtles movie, and they're still alive, I would get back the original voice cast from the Ninja Turtles 90s movie, and I would make sure that the next movie was not CGI nonsense. And I would, because makeup and, like, practical effects have improved so much, that I would make a movie using practical effects, real martial arts, not a lot of wire work, not a lot of CGI, and go back to the basics. Have them fight, like, the Foot Clan and the Shredder, no mystical stuff, and have them back as people in suits that are martial artists. But have the suits look like really good, and the puppetry like look really good when they're talking and stuff like that. I think they could pull it off because practical effects like still look really good, and they've found ways of making them look even better. I feel like the last Ninja Turtles movies and some other stuff, and just a lot of movies in general tend to rely too much on CGI. You know. So I would like to go back to what made the first Turtles movie so good, which is the practical aspect of it, and the fact that they had real martial artists and stuff. I don't want to make like a movie with giant Ninja Turtles or anything like that, and I don't even know what the new Ninja Turtles movie is going to be like that they're making, because that's supposed to come out in the next year or two, isn't it? I would make a great Ninja Turtle voice. You could play all 4 turtles? No, I couldn't. Donnie as Luke and April as Amber. Huh. Still watching Pokemon. Kevin Conroy for the voice of Master Splinter. Dang, if we are getting an open world TMNT game, and what about Daredevil? What did Fernando say that was so cool? Is there a CEO of YouTube even? Is YouTube headquarters even real? I think YouTube headquarters is an empty building and the CEO is really a 12-year-old troll in someone's basement. I'm starting to wonder. Aw, dang it. I mean, the signs are there, Fernando. I don't know. Ooh, these guys are close to beating us. Uh-oh. We gotta step it up, guys. And by step it up, I mean you guys gotta step it up, because I'm bad at this game. I just run around and slide on the ground. Ah! Yikes. YouTube theory. The headquarters is located in California. That explains everything. Oh! Imagine Mr. Beast fires the CEO of YouTube. He could buy YouTube! I don't even understand. I mean, can he buy YouTube? How much is... Would it be possible? Can we petition Mr. Beast to buy YouTube? If the biggest YouTubers in the world bought YouTube, I think they could do a better job running it. They did it once with MCNs, but then they got all power hungry. Like, I say a lot of bad things about Maker Studios, but when it first started in like 2009, 2008, it was actually a pretty good company. It was by, like, they got really corrupt by 2010. When they first started, they actually were, like, a 4-creator community. And then they got super money hungry and they started, like, screwing people over. Harming their creators and all kinds of stuff. But in the beginning, they were really good. Maker Studios was owned by, like, 4 or 5 YouTubers. Philip DeFranco, Shay Carl, not Smosh, another big group. Some vlogger, I can't remember. Justine, I believe, was part of, like, one of the owners. And there was, like, one other really big person. And then they all sold their shares, to Maker or something like that. And then Maker got bought out by Disney, and Disney started to fix things, but then Disney just quietly folded the entire operation because they didn't want to invest the money into it. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they took the Maker Studios front pages and they turned that into Disney, like, YouTube things. Like, I mean, they own it, so it would make sense that they would rebrand YouTube channels however they wanted. But I think some of their side brands that were part of Maker Studios, oh no, became Disney properties, or Disney channels. I just can't remember. We had so many different channels under Maker Studios. There was like a gaming channel, there was like a streaming channel, there was a podcast channel, there was at least 9 different, like, branches of the game station. And I think the game station is still around. Yeah, we lost. YouTube is worth more than Mr. Beast? Really? Aw, that's a shame. One thing Beast would make a tribute for the... What? I have no idea what that is. Seth Rogen is in the TMNT movie. It comes out in 2023. You hope it's good. Yeah. Mr. Beast and PewDiePie could easily buy YouTube. I don't know. I don't think anybody but Elon Musk could buy YouTube. And he didn't want it. He had one job. He was supposed to buy Twitter and fix things, and then he decided, nah, I'm just gonna scare people. I'm not doing that. Fooled you. I'm not buying it. Haha, I made everybody get all upset. And I'm not buying it. I'm not wasting the money. It's like, dang, dude. Don't give me hope. Why? Why? You will never find a more villainous hive, or never find a more villainous hive of scum and villainy than YouTube. Or not YouTube, sorry. Twitter. Although, let's face it, Twitter is basically just Tumblr. All the weirdos from Tumblr went to Twitter. That's all it is. There's always been weirdos on the internet. They just migrated from other places. Because Twitter didn't always used to be bad. It was okay. This is Visor 4. Those weird community people from Tumblr and Reset Era and stuff like that, they came to Twitter. They took over Twitter, basically. They just go around harassing people. If you don't... The thing that I don't like about those people is if you don't agree with them 100%, they will turn on you. I have found some people that are like-minded than the Hive on Twitter, and they made one mistake making fun of Jonathan Kent, and their entire friend base that all have the same viewpoints as them, mind you, turned on them like they were the enemy, like just like that. All they said was they didn't like Jonathan Kent's hair. But you can't say anything bad about Jonathan Kent because reasons. So Twitter had a field day with this person. For days. Dragging them all over the place over a haircut. I was just like, wow! Yeah. You can't have any differences in thought or opinion. You all has to have the same opinion. Like, everything has to check out in your bio. Every thought that comes through your head for whatever movie that you're in this, like, huge, like, group of different, what do they call it, like, cliques on Twitter. Or they will eat you, and they will cast you out like a leopard. I've seen it happen a dozen times, and then people are like, well, I guess these people weren't my friends. It's like, we just had one different opinion on a movie and all this other stuff. It's like, you have to understand that if you're with that group, you have to think exactly like them forever. Because as soon as you deviate from their ideals, you're done. It doesn't matter. If you want to be a free thinker, then become an independent. That's the truth. Get rid of all ties to, you know, either side and go indie. Because at least, you know, you have something to fall back on, and you know, or center. What do they call it? Centrist or something like that? I don't know. I try to stay out of as many things as possible, but I watch as like these comic book Twitters eat their own. It's like watching a lion devour like its you know, its young or something like that. It's terrifying. Iron Man beat Godzilla? Well, I mean, he's Iron Man. Which armor did he use? And isn't Godzilla owned by Warner Brothers? Or is it owned by Toei? Or something like that. Oh my god. I mean, I'm getting dragged a little bit on Twitter. I got death threats over my Tim Drake thing. I was like, okay, I haven't actually gotten death threats in a while. The last time I got a death threat, I said something bad about, oh, what was it? Oh, I remember. I said something about Jace Fox or whatever. And I had like this whole group of people DMing me and saying they were going to come to my house and all this stuff. Just because I didn't like the newest Batman. And I was like, wow. So I made videos about it, like making fun of them and stuff like that. I think I also, I believe I posted some people's DMs back in the day, but I've stopped doing that because basically I feel like a lot of these people, when they reach out to you and they say they're going to yeet you or game over you, they want the attention. They want you to boost up their socials by posting their information. And, you know, you're basically giving them free publicity to drag them. And then what's going to happen when you highlight these weirdos and bring attention to it, you're going to give them more clout. You're going to give them more attention, which is what they want. That's why they're doing that. They want somebody that has a bigger reach than them, or a bigger, what do they call that term? Not reach. You have a bigger influence on people. Do better. They want you to use your platform. Oh yeah, no, that's what it is. You have a bigger platform. You're supposed to do better. How dare you? They want you to use your platform to basically give them free promotion. So I learned eventually, don't give these weirdos any of your, you know, any of your fan base. Don't highlight them. Don't retweet them. Don't drag them, because you're just gonna give them, you know, more attention, and also you're gonna give their words credence. So when I get death threats now, it's like, yeah, I got death threats from people, but I'm not gonna post them to show people, because that's exactly what they want. They want that little bit of fame, and they also want to see that it bothers me, you know. The thing that I'm most concerned about is the fact that they're defending one of the worst comic books right now that's ever been made. It's like, that's really the hill you want to die on? Robin #1, Tim Drake, one of the worst books ever made in comics history? That's what you want to, you know, have your last stand on? That, you know, it's like, really? You know, I was like, okay, that made, you know, that made my day interesting, I guess. It was like, and I'm going back. I watched my review, right, of the Robin video. I'm listening to it, and I'm like, half of the stuff that they're saying that they wish for me, you know, it's not even, it's pretty tame. And somebody said, yeah, your one review. No, I screwed that up. Your one review with, when Tim Drake became the Drake, the Duck Man, was actually worse. And, I listened to it, and I was like, wow, yeah, I actually went on a pretty big tirade over the fact that, you know, Tim Drake was a duck. And, you know, it was comedic and also, like, serious. So it was like, it was a video made for content. And I was listening to my honest review of what I thought about the whole Tim Drake situation with his, you know, recent relaunch in comic books. And I dragged the book a little bit, but I didn't get into spoiler-heavy stuff because I was saving that for another video. And, you know, most of the stuff that these people were saying to me in DMs and, like, blocked messages on YouTube, or whatever, hidden messages, I guess is what they call it, it had no connection to actually what I was saying. Like, it was just assumptions. Like, a lot of them were grouping in stuff about my faith. That was interesting. Like, they were, because you're Christian, blah, 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 they assumed, and said some pretty nasty things. I was like, wow, okay. That had nothing to do with the video, but okay. Whatever, chief. And then, let's see, saying, of course, or you're using, what was that word they used? I'm using my platform as a base to have people of my dangerous opinion to congregate? Is that the word? A place where they can safely gather and build up more hate over this book. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what is wrong with you? Is it the water? You know? Is it the water that's making you guys crazy? I mean, what is this? And don't get me wrong, some of these people, they could be very dangerous. I'm not, you know, I'm not gonna lie. I have a nasty habit of stoking the flames sometimes. And being like, but, I mean, half the things they write is just ridiculous. You know, you're a bad person to review this book because, like, you don't understand that he did settle for Stephanie all those years ago. It's like, did you never read Dixon's Run at all? I mean, like, what, did you read the Dixon Run when they were, like, broken up a little bit or something? Because Tim never settled for Stephanie at all. Like, he was pretty devastated when she died. I'm just gonna let you know that if I settled for a girl and she just happened to die, I wouldn't be super broken up about it. Like, I mean, that crushed Tim. When Tim died, Stephanie became a supervillain for a little bit. Like, she sided with Anarchy, of all people, in DC Rebirth. You don't do that for someone that you just settled for a relationship with for 20 years. It doesn't happen. That has to be, like, your soulmate that gets crushed, that completely, you know, destroys your way of life and your way of thinking and just how about you go about everything. I mean, those were pretty traumatic things to just do because you settled for a relationship with somebody. So, you know, I called out some people on some stuff privately, and I fired back at some of the crazy people. But I just, you know, when I was getting a little ratioed on Twitter, not a lot, because, you know, these groups, these people tend to, like, retweet your stuff, and then they show it to their friends, and then you get a couple weirdos saying some stuff. They all say the same argument, so they're all bots anyway. They all, like, repeat the same thing. They repost their same thing with a copy-paste thing. This is dangerous because you're using your platform to generate hate, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna get you fired, blah, 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 blah. If I don't get you fired, I'm gonna kill you, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's the same thing. Over and over and over and over and over and over. And it's kind of why, you know, comic books in general, it's lost a lot of value to me. You know, that's why I stick to video games and movies and stuff like that mostly. There's a lot I could cover about comic books, but I just don't anymore because the type of people that read comics today are kind of insane. You know? I remember having actual debates with people in the 90s and 2000s, like really heated, like yelling matches over comic books. Today, I'd be worried if somebody would actually pull out a firearm during one of these debates. You know? Like, someone would get their feelings so hurt that they would actually do something drastic. But I remember Marvel and DC fans, even in college, you know, getting into scraps over certain things. But nothing, like, too serious. Everybody just kind of walk away afterwards and be like, yeah, okay, whatever. But now, it would probably be really bad. Because a lot of these people are just out of control. That's the problem. And the other problem is, nobody in power at these companies goes and really controls this behavior. They write it in their comic books that it's acceptable, you know? It's acceptable because their feelings are hurt. Like, I'm trying to remember. Yeah, there was a Catwoman book that just came out that somebody was showing me that they were beating up on this guy just because he liked women. He wasn't a villain. He wasn't a bad guy. The girls just started to wail on this guy who just happened to be at Black Mass Club. He wasn't a villain. He was just some guy, and they beat him up because he was a creep. He was at a girly bar, so they just wailed on the guy. And then Catwoman's like, the reason why we're doing this is because you're a bad person. It's like, how do you even know he's a bad person? He doesn't even work for Black Mass. But it's the message that they're sending over and over again that's turning a lot of these people into kind of terrorists, in a sense, if you think about it. It's weird. And that never happened before. So, yeah. It's just crazy. Whoop. Ah. Are we winning? Oh, we're winning this round. Cool. And I'm currently sporting my, Visor number 4. So yeah, I had a really interesting week. It's just kind of like, but the thing is, what they want me to do is they just want me to back down and not talk about, like, my opinion. Because they're scared of what I have to say. You don't silence a man because you want to prevent him from, wait, how did that... you cut out a person's tongue, not because you're afraid of him, but you... Oh, crap, I can't remember it. It's too late at night. What was that? More or less, they're just afraid of me. They're afraid of what I say. They're afraid of what I can do, how I can influence people, and things like that. When I don't even realize I am an influencer, I just talk about stuff, and I appeal, I think, to people's common sense and sensibilities on certain things, and they don't like that. Or something like that. The truth is dangerous in today's age, yeah. David just needs to turn his attention to DC Comics. Fire all the crazy writers. Yeah, probably. Man, I can't remember that quote for the life of me. That was actually one of my quotes I used to use a lot. But I think, too, they're a little scared that Gotham Knights is going to give me a big platform again. Like, they call me a washed-up Arkham YouTuber. In theory, what happens if Gotham Knights goes boom for me on the O1 channel again? Then a whole generation of people are going to be introduced to my brand of content and the things I talk about. And that would be bad. Because I've already told people specifically, like, I've been writing lore videos on the Tim Drake run from Chuck Dixon. Because it's far superior. I don't like the DC Rebirth Tim Drake. I didn't like him when he got abducted by aliens or when he did the whole Tom Cruise Minority Report thing. I didn't like him when he became a duck. I didn't like when he dumped Steph. Like, and then called that he settled for her. So I'm only going to be acknowledging the 90s Tim Drake in my, true story Tim Drake videos that are going to be releasing in just a couple weeks. Like, once I actually have some Tim Drake gameplay to show. So that was fun. The only thing that was confusing about the Tim Drake books that I was doing is I didn't realize that a lot of his issues, even in the 90s, they're continued in different stories that you really have to pay attention to, because you could be reading one story for Tim Drake, and then the next issue, it's a completely different thing. And it's like, wait, what happened to this issue? Oh, this was a tie-in issue to the Huntress. Okay, so now I got to go find in the archives this comic with the Huntress. That's going to be fun. So it made me bounce around from, like, Nightwing books to Batman books and then back and forth. It was fun, though, because I got to reacquaint myself with amazing books that I did read 30 years ago, but it was like looking at it with a fresh eyes because I didn't sit there taking notes 30 years ago, you know? It was just kind of like, oh, this is cool, I'm going to read this, and boom. But now, like, since I make lore videos and stuff like that, I was actually reading it and jotting down things and just seeing how well they actually used to orchestrate stuff. Why is this not working for me? Edit. There we go. Okay, and I want to do this one. There we go. I haven't done that one yet. Boom. Boom, boom. So we got... Would this be Helmet Open Iron Man? Is that what this skin would be called? Helmet Open? Open Visor? No helmet. We'll try that one. No helmet. Helmet. No helmet, Iron Man. Alright, guys, ready up if you haven't already. People are going to watch Gotham Knights because most people don't have a PS5. Yeah, I'll be covering PS5 and Xbox. This channel is covering Xbox. The O1 channel is covering PS5. So Red Hood, PS5, Nightwing Babs, Xbox Series S. Amber and me. Together. And then probably PS5 live streams of Tim Drake. Stay safe, Dozen Arm. Why don't I like Tim Drake being a duck? No. If that gives you a big hit, that means you've raised an army led by the Four Horsemen, with you at the top of the army with those who thought you low at the very bottom of the list. I don't know. I mean, if you know, we start to go boom again because of Gotham, like, theoretically, I would be happy because I would be fine milking the Gotham game for, like, the next 3 years. I wouldn't mind becoming one of those channels for a while. Just playing the game. I'm hoping there's challenge maps, but I haven't heard anything about challenge maps yet. I don't know anything. I only know, like, small tidbits of the story and some characters that supposedly aren't in it. That's it. You know. Tim Drake was a duck. Oh my gosh. After this video, go watch my, after the stream wraps, type on Nightwing 01, DC Comics ruined Tim Drake, and, you will see a picture of Batman holding Robin, and Robin is in tears. And in that video that has like 80 or 90,000 views, I don't remember. I think it's like 85, 90,000 views, maybe more. I'm discussing how Tim Drake was turned into a duck. He cast aside the name Robin because he thought it was stupid, and he just used his last name and called himself the Drake, which was a duck, basically. And he thought that was... He said in the comic, which... Looking back, compared to the comic with Bernard that came out a few days ago, I'm not going to say this very much, but Tim Drake turning into a duck, man, was not the worst thing that happened to him. I'm admitting that now. I had no idea things could be worse for Tim. No idea. Never even contemplated it. And they made it worse. But my rant, which actually got pretty heated, which I did for both comedic purposes and to state my own opinion, like how I felt with the news, and seeing the images and people talking about how they were changing Robin's identity and making him a new superhero, and that new superhero would be named after a duck. And that he was just... He was doing the Iron Man thing. He wasn't going to call himself Tim Drake anymore. The world would know him as Drake. And yeah, I went into a tyrant. Like, it was a rant-worthy K-Wing video back in the day. I think that video was 3 years ago. It was like, yeah, 3 or 4 years ago I did that video. It was pretty funny. Like, I really got into it. I think that the reaction, if I did that for the Tim Drake Bernard thing, I don't think I would be alive anymore, because I think that some Yahoo would go too far with it, because they wouldn't be able to handle, like, my, you know, rant. I would have people try to dox me and do all kinds of stuff. I've had, like I said, I had nasty things happen to me just for that video that you guys saw of my Tim Drake video that got, like, I don't know, 5,000 or 6,000 views, based on the new comic. It was pretty bad. Very, very nasty things that were said about me on Twitter and Reddit and things like that. Just from that recent video saying, he's at it again, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, we need to prevent this guy from blah, 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 blah. And continuing to spout off all this hate. And I'm just like, hate for bad comics? What? So, I mean, my problem is I egg on my haters sometimes, like, which I'm trying to not do as much, because I really believe that these people are dangerous and disturbed now. So I kind of need to be careful. Like, my sarcasm could probably end me in the grave or something eventually. Because, you know, people are kind of stupid these days. Certain things will fly right over their head, because they're morons. But, you know, that's just going to put me in danger and my family and all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to have to, as much as I love doing that and, like, you know, proving how stupid these people are, I got to be safer, you know. I gotta be, I'm getting older, so I gotta be wiser, you know. I haven't really showcased that wise aspect of aging. Not at all. I kind of goat people on sometimes. So. Yeah, exactly, Fernando. You got it, buddy. I remember the days when Tim and Babs was the worst thing that... Yeah, I know. Yeah. You found a gold sniper rifle. Awesome. You think Babs will be the most used character in Gotham Knights? Amber's not here, but I'm gonna say this. The reason why everybody's gonna play as Barbara is because they like cake. That's all I'm gonna say. The thing that I see on social media and Batman sites and YouTube videos is referring to cake when talking about Batgirl and how happy they are. And I'm not stupid, I know what that means, but I just wanted to be like one of those like old guys that goes on Twitter and just be like, I don't understand why they're saying they're happy for the cake. I don't see any cake around. And then just, I would get destroyed, you know? So, yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. But I'm not getting into it. I'm not getting into it. Okay? So don't, don't ask me for more on that. So yeah, that's why people are doing that kind of stuff, which is weird. But I mean, the internet's weird, so I didn't even know certain terms existed. I guess I'm just not in that age group anymore. I don't know. I was like, okay, weird. It's weird. I want a buffalo, or is that a pig? That's a pig thing. So you're saying I don't have to hit a tree in order to become a Splatoon character? No! When I look at the Chrome Wave, I think about Mad Max Fury. The Marvel comics are worse than the Robin issue? I mean, I've been told Marvel's getting better. I mean, Marvel did some weird stuff a couple years ago, but I've heard that they're improving. They're actually focusing on storytelling again. Not so much wagging their finger at people and, you know, yelling at them through their narrative. DC's doing that because they have a lot of ex-Marvel writers that Marvel yeeted, and they're over at DC now, so they're doing the same thing that they did. I don't understand why Marvel stopped doing it. a lot because they knew that, you know, consumers didn't like it as much. At least that's the impression I was given. And then most of those people that were responsible for it ended up getting jobs at DC. And then they brought their old, you know, way of doing comic books from like 2015 through 2019, 2018. And they started doing it for DC just a couple years ago. And they're still there. Like, they're still around. They haven't been fired or anything. They've just been musical chaired to other books. Like, everybody's saying, oh, the whole new, what was it called? What are they proud of? The DC, what is it? New Dawn? Or something like that? It's the next big soft reboot happening in January or something. December or January. Or is it March? I don't remember. I don't care. But if you look at the people associated with the books, all the troublemakers are just, like, being moved over to other books. It's not like everybody's like, oh, this is going to be a new dawn for DC. It's like, no, everything that you're reading right now is going to be the same. The only difference is the person who's writing Harley Quinn now is going to end up writing Aquaman. The person who's writing Harley Quinn is going to end up going to another book, or the person... Oh, that's one of my guys. The person writing Batman is going to end up going to, like, Superman or something. You know, they're just going to keep moving people to different books, but they're not actually cleaning house. They're not changing anything. You know. So people need to kind of relax on that because it's not true. It's not going to be you know, a David Zaslav presents DC Comics. I guarantee you that fool still has no idea what's going on, or it's not on his to-do list yet. I really hope that in October or in November, because the rumor was he was going to attack DC Comics right before Thanksgiving. Like, he was going to do massive layoffs to DC right around the holidays, which would get social media up in, like, a uproar. It would be like, you know, Armageddon for them. Have a good night, Jeffrey. Yeah, it's like called DC New Dawn or something. I don't know. I don't really care for it. That's the code name for it. They're trying to trick their readers into thinking that, hey, you didn't like Future State, you didn't like what we've been doing the past year with comic books. Don't worry, we got your back. It's a new dawn for the company. Clark Kent is back as Superman, although he's going to have the ideology of his son. Robin's back in his own books, but Robin's weird now. Damian is around. Blah, 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 blah. Bruce Wayne is back, but we also have the guy from Future State you don't like. So, I mean, it's the only thing that's going to change is the name of the universe. All the really bad storytelling and characterization, all that's going to continue. It's not like going from the amazing, what is it, pre-52 or pre-Flashpoint, and then going into New 52, which felt very different, right? Dang it. Get him, Geo! Thank you, Geo! They're trying to trick people, that's all. So consumers just have to be smarter. The only way to make this reign of terror end is consumers have to just say no. You have to vote your pocketbook and be like, I'm not doing this. I'm not falling for this anymore. Because they're going to continue to pump out bad stuff until we basically slap them on the wrist. You're like, no! Get your hand out of the cookie jar. No! No more cookies for you. Until you learn to behave and treat your father with respect. Something like that, you know? It's like DC's gotta do some good parenting, which they're not doing right now. Marvel, on the other hand, people have told me that Marvel has shaped up a little bit. They're still weird once in a while. But they're not as weird as they were before, like a couple years ago. But the reason why DC sucks right now, it's not their fault. They hired the crazy Marvel writers that Marvel yeeted. They took the sloppy seconds and was like, hey, these people were doing all kinds of, you know, ground-shaking stuff at Marvel. We can up the ante even more with DC characters. Ah! And that's exactly what happened. I just yeeted some scrub. Are you guys happy with that? But then I died. Put the cookie down. Put the cookie down right now. Put it down. Put the cookie down. I tell you to put. I'll put the cookie down. You got to put it down. Or I will ground you. Put the cookie down. Here comes the grounding. Because you took the cookie. No! I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. No! We lost again. Ah! Yep, thank you. That's my no. That was written out for everybody to see. I'm just waiting for my neighbor to start pounding on the door. Stop it! What time is it anyway? Vader, no! Put the cookie down. Put the cookie down. Put it down. Yes! We did all the variations now. Helmet on, helmet off, helmet on. Out of the helmet choices that they have for this, I like... I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I like this one. And I think I like this one. These look like the most Iron Man. Like these two. This one looks like Fortnite guy. One of the 7, like their helmets. Which that's you know, the very Fortnite. This I could see as an Iron Man visor. I think that's cool. And I like this one. Like that looks like an Iron Man mask. But I really like this one. I think this one's my favorite. I like Visor 3. With that Iron Man. I think it's pretty dope. Alright, let's keep going, guys. Let's win one for the K-Wing. Win one for the K-Wing. One of the styles you like is supposed to be 7 style type thing. Darn, really? Ah. It looks like Nightwing will die for Infinite Earths to be brought back together for Dawn of DCU. Boo! So let me guess, they're killing him so they can break up Babs and Nightwing, right? Because that's actually a really well done comic right now. I was actually surprised. I thought having Babs like in all the Nightwing books would be like get kind of tiresome after a while. It's been really fun. Put the cookie down. As long as Bernard is safe, right? They'll never do anything to Bernard. This is supposed to be the Hulkbuster? Bro, you need the MK46 from the movie. Yeah. Yeah, you do. Space Ghost would be an amazing skin. It's 1:30 in the morning, Luke. Sorry. Do you consider watching mostly superheroes or anime or both? I mean, tonight I'm gonna watch more Shenmue. I don't really watch a lot of superhero stuff that much anymore. I'm gonna be watching the Robin and Superboy movie that comes out soon. There hasn't really been a lot of DC shows that I still watch other than Justice League. The only timeless things that I watch on occasion that really gets me in a mood and I binge like crazy is Batman the Animated Series and Justice League. Like, those are the only things. Visor. Those are the only things that I will watch consecutively. Dawn of DC1 shows Nightwing ascending into heaven. How are they going to bring him back then? You're a Marvel nerd and Fortnite is disappointing you lately? Any news on Miles Morales? Nope. I don't run in that circle, so I don't know. I have no idea. No clue. How about Star Wars comics? No. Subway K-Wing? What would Subway K-Wing be like? Wally, did they say how they're bringing him back? Is there a Dawn of DCU Nightwing book? Or are they just gonna, like, continue his book in the past like they do for Batman? Like, Batman died, and then they just kept going with his stories, past tense. Because I haven't really been paying attention to DC that much. Your thoughts on Rob who? I don't know who that is. Am I supposed to know who that is? Alfred was recently resurrected in Batman vs. Robin book, and he's now alive again? Really? They brought Alfred back? So wait. They resurrect Alfred, and now they're going to kill Nightwing? Like, the sad thing is, if they're really killing Nightwing, you would think I would have more of a reaction to this, but it's like... I don't know. I'm starting to not really care about comic books anymore. Like, that would have been devastating to me a couple years ago. I was mortified when they shot Dick in the face. And, you know, then they turned him into the monstrosity that was Chris O'Donnell. But comics have gotten so bad and just so in your face and annoying that it's just kind of like, oh, we're killing off one of your favorite characters. It's like, I'm just thinking, well, when they bring him back, he's going to be different. They're killing him off so that they can change things about him. Wink, wink. Because one Robin isn't good enough. They want all the Robins. Which then they open Pandora's box. Because it's kind of sus that a older gentleman would be living with a younger boy who's not his son. I'm just saying. They open the weird Pandora's box when they do stuff like this. I don't even think they think, honestly. They're just like, there's nothing wrong with it. Let's make Batman and Robin an actual SNL parody. Like, for real. Yay! Yep. That's true. Whee! Apparently driving around gives me more stuff. Gives me more questy things. I just like driving around in cars because I like cars, so. Woo! Monster truck! No! Who shot up my tire? Who messed with my car? Hey! Ow! This dude! No! Man, I had some fool messing with me. Why are they killing Nightwing? Nightwing is the first Robin. Yeah, nobody's even making a big deal about him dying. Nightwing's death is in Dark Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7. Leads into Dawn of DCU, and Nightwing looks to be the sacrifice for the multiverse to be restored. I would assume future Nightwing books will be set in the past. Oh, that sucks. Yeah. So basically, DC is not allowing Nightwing and Babs to be happy. What else is new? Sounds like those writers are just throwing... Oh, jeez. Well, I mean, they've tried to kill Nightwing for years. Dan Dido tried to do it twice. Always during these big crisis events. Also, have you guys noticed the theme? Whenever they try to get Batgirl together with Nightwing, like, this really sweet, pure little relationship that the fans really want, once they put them together, you know one of them is going to die. That is always a guarantee. And I told somebody this a while ago. I was like, yeah, whenever they get Nightwing and Babs together and their life is going really good, one of them either horribly gets killed, or loses their memory, or because they just don't like the idea of a girl and guy relationship. That's just the honest-to-God truth. They even had Superman and Lois start fighting with each other when they never even fought before Bendis came. Like, the guy who killed Superman in the 90s came back and wrote amazing Superman books with a family dynamic between John, Superman, and Lois. And then Bendis came in and had, like, Lois and Superman estranged from each other and made them completely out of character, always fighting, looking like Superman was going to get divorced, you know? It's just weird. Because a lot of these people come from broken homes. That's why they can't relate to a normal relationship or what happiness is. They only know the now. Like, everything is in the now. It's not the future, it's not the past. It's just the now. And then afterwards, when that's over, then they go to their next fling and put everything into that. So, I mean, right now they're saying that Bernard is better than Stephanie, but that's not going to last. They'll introduce some other guy, or they'll have Tim cheat on Bernard, and then Tim will say, oh, this next guy was a bigger person to me than Bernard ever was. He'll do the same thing he did to Stephanie. And you can't criticize it because Tim's now a protected class, so if you criticize it, you get death threats. Funny. Funny world we live in. It's clown world. Clown world. Yoink. Da-da-da-da-da. That sucks about... I heard rumors that they actually were going to kill Nightwing, but I didn't believe it. It was like, how are they going to get away with that? Nightwing is like one of their top-selling books. He's like... Did you know... Little random trivia for you guys. Out of all the weird, books that are on DC right now, like the Jonathan Kent Superman doesn't even crack the top, 50. Nightwing is always in the top 30s. Like, Batman is all up in the top, 100s or whatever, top 10s. Top 10s and top 20s are all Batman books. The replacement Batman that's in New York, Jace Fox, he's like top 120. The guy who replaced Aquaman, I don't even know his name, but he's not the guy from the Young Justice. He's a different Aqualad. His books are like below the 100 mark. So it's like all these weird characters that they keep introducing and replacing the legacy characters nobody buys and nobody wants to read. And Nightwing is actually one of their, I guess you would call it a success. It's in the top 30s. They're fooling themselves if they think that the Tim Drake Robin books are going to do well. Its #1 issue will probably sell pretty well, but then it's going to just drop off the face of the earth by the 3rd book, because people are just going to get more and more annoyed with it. That's just the reality. Look what happened with the Batman Urban Legend books. Batman Urban Legends books did really well, and then they did that thing to Tim Drake, and after that issue with Tim Drake, the books dropped off the face of the map. They just disappeared. They still made them. Some of the issues were really good. Some of the stories were good, but nobody cared anymore because, that issue was tainted. Like, they ruined it for people, and people just lost interest in it. And now the Urban Legend books don't even make the top, 30 or 40 Batman books. They're right around the top 50 range. For a Batman book, that's terrible. It's just not successful. And that's a Batman book starring Bruce Wayne, too. It's crazy. No, we can't do that. Can't say that. To confirm, DC has officially brought Alfred back to life. Wow. Yeah, no. Wait, the comic book Aqualad is the son of Black Manta, or are we talking about the Cool Young Justice show? Because I don't really know anything about the Aqualad that's currently in the comics. Or the new Aquaman, excuse me, not Aqualad. He's Aquaman. The new Aquaman. Barry Allen movies right now, so Barry can't sacrifice himself. I just got here and K-Wing is already talking about Batman. I should have gotten here hours ago. K-Wing always talks about Batman. Batman. I talk to my wife about Batman sometimes, and she's like, why bring this up now? It's like, we're not even playing that. It's like, I don't know. You asked me what was on my mind. And she's like, oh yeah. And then it's like 5 minutes later, she's like, all right, finish your thought. And it's like, okay. And then I go more and talking about Batman. I just, you know, I can't shut it off. It's just, no matter what I do, I can think about a situation that involves those characters. Or those characters are always in the news. Like, DC's always in the news. It's not always good news, but they're always in the news. I can't go one day without social media talking about something DC related. Like, every day it's something, whether it's Ben Affleck or Henry Cavill rumored to come back, or, you know, what Matt Reeves' Batman movie is going to be like, or a side character in Matt Reeves' Batman movie. I follow this guy on Twitter who's really cool. All he does is talk about Officer Martinez. And Officer Martinez is a side character in the Batman movies. And he's a really cool character. And I went and got a lot of positive attention about something. Oh, these guys are really good. We're playing some really good people now. And I got some positive attention from some people because I said something that I think is just common sense. How many of you guys remember the Nolan movies where Gordon had his team of people, like his trusted circle, and when he got promoted to commissioner, they got promoted to different ranks in the police department? Or in the animated series, when Officer Montoya started as a beat cop, and then she ended up, as the animated series progressed, she went up to lieutenant, and then she was a detective, and all that other stuff. I don't know the order of what, you know, police ranks are, depending on departments, but I'm pretty sure, I think detective is higher than lieutenant, but maybe lieutenant is higher than detective. I don't know. I don't remember. You know, my grandfather's been gone a long time. I haven't really talked to police stuff with family members in at least 6 years now. I believe I just had a family member retire from the force. So the only people that I have active in New York are people that are EMTs and people who are emergency, or not EMTs, fire department. I only have people who are in FDNY who are in my family. My cousin who was a police officer in NYC for, oh my gosh, I think 25 years he was on the force. He retired at the age of 50, 54, 55. So I don't remember the chain of command for stuff. But what I was saying when I was talking on social media, I was like, it would make sense that Officer Martinez, you know, the Tucker guy, the guy who figured out, yeah, we lost again. The guy who figured out what and explained to Batman what a Tucker was, because Batman didn't know what a carpet tucker was. Which I could argue that he knew what it was, but I don't want to. That was just Matt Reeves giving this this side character some, you know, room to shine, which is fine. I think it was Officer Martinez has some of the most character development in that movie, which I find funny because he's essentially just a side character. He has the most character development in that movie for a side character that's not Batman, which I think is kind of interesting. But he knew and explained to Batman what that was. He also helped save Gotham because Batman apparently didn't know what a Tucker was. And because of that, they were able to uncover the plan of the Riddler. And if Officer Martinez didn't get, a raise or get a rank and promotion, I think that would be criminal. So I was just talking on social media about it, and it got a lot of attention from people. And, it was just common sense, though, because I was just talking in general about, how Gordon's team members would all go up in ranks in the Nolan movies and in the animated series and stuff like that. So it would just make sense that this character also would get, some room to shine as well. And I didn't think it would make a big splash on the internet. I was just talking matter of fact. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, I want to see this. I want to see Officer Martinez from the Batman in the sequel as like a detective or sergeant. I never would have thought of that. And to me, it's kind of like, wow, it's kind of sad that people wouldn't even think about that. If the character returns for the movie, it would make sense that he wouldn't be a patrolman anymore. He did a lot of really cool things. If I was the one writing the story, I would make him at least a detective or a sergeant or a lieutenant or something, because he helped save the city. Maybe even give him a medal. I don't know. He also arrested Falcone, too. When you go back and you watch the Batman, you can see that Officer Martinez guy had a lot of character growth, which is cool. All right, this is going to be the last match, guys and gals. This is why I'm a weird Batman guy. I notice all these small little things that most people just don't pay attention to or don't care. Detective outranks patrol, sergeant outranks detective, lieutenant outranks sergeant, captain outranks lieutenant, chief outranks captain, and commissioner outranks everybody. Yeah. I just came in here and the first word I heard out of Luke was, Moch is Batman? What? It would make sense for Officer Martinez to be promoted, especially for his arrest of Falcone and the Riddler, along with saving the city. I know, right? Yeah. Yep. What rank do you think he would get? If Gordon goes up what is Gordon's rank in the movie? Is he a lieutenant or captain? Is he Captain Gordon or is he Lieutenant Gordon in the Batman? Does anybody remember? Like, what is Gordon rank? What's his rank? Because there's already a commissioner. There's a police commissioner in the movie, and he didn't die, I don't think. I think it was like one of the first movies we had where the police commissioner actually didn't die in it in order to promote Gordon. They're saving that for the second movie. Because didn't the commissioner die twice in the Nolan movies? You had one police commissioner die in the Batman Begins, and then the commissioner died in The Dark Knight, I think. I swear there were two commissioners. There was a different commissioner in Batman Begins, and then there was another commissioner in The Dark Knight who took over from that guy. You think he was lieutenant? Gordon is a lieutenant in the movie? Alright, so according to Wally here, then the next rank for Gordon would either be Sergeant Gordon or Captain Gordon. So then that means Officer Martinez. If Martinez is a patrolman, then I would put him at I would say Sergeant would be good. Sergeant or Detective? Oh, you want a hug? Okay. You guys gave me a good poll to think about. I think that he should be either a Sergeant or a Detective. I think a Sergeant would be better. Because, like you guys said, he did a lot of stuff. He did arrest Falcone. He arrested the Riddler. He helped discover the Riddler's plot with Batman. Because Batman can't go up ranks because he's just a civilian. And an outlaw, technically. It was Officer Martinez who was there at the scene, so he would get a lot of the, praise especially if they're an anti-vigilante thing, they would want to put up one of their own at a higher thing. I would have him at least detective or lieutenant. I think that would be, and then Gordon would be captain. Either be Captain Gordon or he would be Lieutenant Chief or Chief or something. Chief of Police. Like he'd be like Gordon would be like Chief O'Hara. Because Chief O'Hara from the '60s show was the second in command to the GCPD. Chief O'Hara was always hanging out with the police commissioner, which was Gordon. So then you could make Gordon chief, and then you'd have that other guy still be police commissioner, and then you'd have Martinez be lieutenant. Have him go past. I'd go past detective and lieutenant, or sorry, past detective. Wait, past detective and sergeant, and then have him go to lieutenant. So it'd be Lieutenant Martinez, and it'd be Chief Gordon. Not commissioner yet, chief. And I don't really, none of the other officers really, you know. I can't really remember their names. None of them have the same appeal as Gordon or Martinez. I think that Martinez was originally just there for, like, you know, comic relief, but then when you realize a lot of the stuff that he's there for, if you go back and you watch the movie, you see him arresting Falcone. He read him his rights. He read Riddler his rights, too. He was doing some detective work of his own, like being in the Riddler's house and not really freaked out by Batman anymore and kind of gaining respect for Batman. Because Martinez starts out as a jerk. Like, he's actually really rude to Batman. Like, whoa, 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 you can't come in here. This is a police crime scene. You know, he's acting like that typical, like, kind of jerky New York policeman. And then over the course of the movie, he kind of mellows with Batman, realizes that Batman's just trying to help, and, you know, we see more of Martinez's personality, and he's kind of a funny guy. He's a smart guy. It's just, I don't know. Matt Reeves really made something very cool with that character. And I didn't really, honestly, with most of the police officers in the Nolan movies, outside of Blake, you know, what's his name's character? Gordon Levitt. Most of Gordon's team doesn't really stick out to me as, like, important characters. They were just there to interact with, like, Harvey Dent and Joker and later Two-Face and Rachel Dawes. They weren't really crucial characters. They were characters that were used to further the plot. Whereas Martinez is a character that is a side character, but the plot actually kind of revolves around him a little bit. And that, to me, is good writing. Because for the life of me, I've seen the Dark Knight trilogy over and over and over again, and the only cop that kind of comes to mind as a similar cop is Gordon Levitt, and he was not a secondary character. He was a main character in that movie. You know? It's just, I don't know, it's kind of interesting to think about, isn't it? I think so. Oh my gosh. I'm talking about weird stuff late at night. I'd save Jim becoming commissioner until the third Batman movie. Yeah, just have him become chief or like one rank up. And because, you know, what's his name? Like, Martinez did so much work, I'd have him be at least a lieutenant. Maybe have him and Jim be the same rank. Like, Jim doesn't go up in rank. I don't know. I just have a feeling they're going to make him commissioner in the second movie. I think you're right, though. I would love to see him, like, not be commissioner right away. That would be cool. What's black and blue and dead all over? You. Yeah. I leveled up. I'm a level 8 now. Cool. I'm level 8 on the battle pass. The question is, can you guys win? Can you guys win the last match of the night? Can we do it? Maybe. Maybe we can, maybe we can't. If I'm being honest, the thing that I'm thinking more than Batman right now is I actually really liked... I really liked that, that Zelda clone. I think that indie game is actually pretty well made. I think they did a great job on it. And I appreciate the little things they did, like adding some Dark Souls mechanics with the combat. I think it actually plays to that game's strength, and it takes this cutesy aesthetic that you're like, oh. Uh-oh. Oh, I ran out of... Ah, shoot. I didn't even realize I ran out of stuff. They take that cutesy thing, and then they turn it on its head by giving it, like, really challenging gameplay. Like, the way you fight in the game and how you parry and all this other stuff. You're not expecting that from a top-down Zelda game. Like, you know, that type of experience. So, that's actually pretty ingenious that they did that. It's like, they took their love of the Zelda franchise and adventure games, but they also took, like, new gameplay ideas that are found in the Dark Souls games and things like that. That time I had ammo. Last time I didn't have ammo, chump. Excuse me. Ah! I thought Kwing was going to talk about She-Hulk. No. I've only seen 2 episodes of She-Hulk. I'm not supporting that show. I don't want to know what they did to Daredevil. I hope they were good to Daredevil. I didn't like what they did with Hulk. She-Hulk, like, basically, you know, finger-wagging the Hulk that he hasn't had a hard life. But she had a hard life because, like, she gets catcalled sometimes. And I'm just thinking, girl, you're like a 6 at best. Who's catcalling you? Kids in grade school that think that you might have, like, that, you know, hot teacher complex or something? Or maybe some weirdo that likes women in pantsuits? I mean, seriously, let's be real. She is not worthy of catcalling. She's a 6 at best. At best. Daredevil hasn't appeared yet? Yoink. That just shows that, you know, they're having a lot of power fantasy stuff with some of their spicy takes with their dialogue, because it's like, The funny thing is, Jen actually is supposed to be a very attractive woman in the comic books. And then She-Hulk makes her, like, even more attractive. And kind of, like, flirty and spunky. Like, she's supposed to be this really funny character that is flirty and more... What's the word I'm looking for? More voluptuous and more... she has more pizzazz and... What's that word? It has to do with, not intelligence. It has to do with where you're talking to people and you feel more comfortable, not as shy. Confidence! She-Hulk is supposed to instill more confidence in Jen. That's what it is. So she becomes more attractive, she has more confidence in herself, she's not shy anymore, her body becomes more, we'll say, curvy, and she just loves being She-Hulk. Like, she is always She-Hulk. She hardly ever goes back to being Jen. She also becomes funnier. Aw, I wanted to get that guy back. And I feel like, from what I've seen of the She-Hulk show, like, it doesn't feel like they really understand the character that people love so much. Like, I had more fun going back on Disney Plus and actually rewatching the Hulk animated series from the 90s that had She-Hulk in, like, 10 or 12 episodes. And that was a kid's show that had a better characterization of She-Hulk than a very expensive MCU project. I mean, that's just all kinds of sad. I'm out. Thanks for watching my back there. That's the only thing I'll say about She-Hulk. You know? I mean, I was going back and I was, have you guys seen the Ed Norton Hulk movie? I was like, literally, he had the government trying to kill him. He was beaten to death, nearly beaten to death by Thanos. He had psychological issues. Like, he got PSD after fighting Thanos. And Hulk was, like, kicked off Earth. His girlfriend died. And here, She-Hulk is explaining to him that her life is harder because a 6 got catcalled. I mean, come on. That's just... boo. That's bad writing. It's bad characterization. And it's like, you know, when I saw that kind of stuff, I did an eye roll. I watched the second episode. And I was just like, I'm done. I just have no interest in this. I like She-Hulk as a character still. But I like She-Hulk from the 80s and 90s. And I really thought that She-Hulk was really weird in the original cartoon portrayal of her. But it's actually Stan Lee was kind of like a consultant on that show. And She-Hulk is very accurate, even though it's a for-kids show, to what her character is. Because Stan Lee was a consultant on those old, what do you call it? Those old, like, Marvel cartoons and Marvel shows and Marvel stuff. Like, he literally would be like, no. I don't like what you're doing. This is how we're supposed to do it. And that's why I feel, too, the MCU movies were so good before, when Stan Lee was still alive, is because he was still a consultant. Like, he would actually go and talk to them and be like, nah, that's not what we're doing with this. Spider-Man wouldn't do this. Hulk wouldn't do this. And, you know, when Stan Lee gone, a lot of Marvel kind of passed away with him. You don't really have the spirit of Marvel anymore. And you've noticed that there's been a trend where Marvel movies have started to go down a little bit. And Stan Lee was kind of that extra bit of, like, spice that they needed to make really good Marvel shows and cartoons. And without him really around, I mean, eventually, right now you just have people that kind of knew Stan Lee. What happens when those people pass away and retire and you don't have... There are a lot of people at Marvel right now that think Stan Lee is troublesome because of who Stan Lee was. Like, you literally had people bad-mouthing Stan Lee that work at Marvel, saying that he was a dirty old man. And it's like, you know, he's getting the Bob Kane treatment, almost. You know? So, I don't know if there will be a Phase 6 of... Marvel and stuff like that, because I mean, the heart of Marvel is gone. You don't have it anymore, and you're starting to experience that with the movies. The more I see of the newest MCU movies, they're lacking a soul. They have the flashy effects, they've got the great actors that they cast, but it's like watching a performance without spirit, without soul, without passion, and it's just kind of becoming generic. Like Anthony Mackie just said recently, superhero movies are just entertainment. They're not movies that create movie stars anymore. These movies aren't making the next Schwarzenegger or Stallone, like, you know, weird action films from the 80s and 90s. You're not really making movie stars anymore. You're making big comic book blockbusters that make movies, but then when these talented actors actually go to other roles that would make them movie stars, it's not happening because the audience only wants to see superhero movies. So it's completely different now, you know? Yeah. Alrighty, so anyway, people, that's it, that's all. Sorry for my little soapbox in there. But that's just my thoughts on things. So maybe things can improve, but they have to find the soul of the Marvel universe again. And without Stan, it doesn't appear that that is the focus right now. It's just like what Star Wars is doing. Star Wars anti-men and attacking different people, and now the MCU movies and shows are doing the same thing. She-Hulk is just the beginning of that type of philosophy, and it's sad. I hope it improves for them because I still think that they had the potential of making really good movies. But I just, I have my misgivings now. So if the She-Hulk show improves, let me know. But from what I've heard of people that still watch and review it, it hasn't. It just keeps, jumping the shark, so to speak. So I'm good. I'm going to stick with anime. Anyway, people, thank you for reminding me. Thank you, Fernando, for becoming an Ultimate tonight. If you guys like our brand of stuff, my Fortnite streams always get weird. My Fortnite streams always get bizarre because I'm using guns. I don't know why. It makes it more real world or something. That even made it worse. But like, subscribe, all the good stuff. I'm playing lots of fun games tomorrow. Not Fortnite, but doing multiverses and this game and not this game. What's the game? The indie Zelda game. I'm doing part 2 of that tomorrow, and Disney's all set up. So I'm gonna have some dinner. I don't think I'm gonna be streaming on Twitch. I'm gonna go watch Shenmue because I want to support that show because I really want a second season. So I'm gonna go on Crunchyroll. I'm gonna watch that. You guys have a fantastic night. God bless. Happy gaming. Have a wonderful one, and stay safe, everybody. Those of you in Florida, we're praying for you. We hope you guys are gonna be okay, and take care of everybody else. See you tomorrow. I mean later today at 5 o'clock. Bye-bye.